What's up, guys? Welcome back to MVP Mindset. Today we've got a special guest. We have our very own entrepreneur here on TCU's campus, Alex Brown. Alex, thank you so much for joining me today. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a junior here at TCU. Love to hear. I'm from Fort Worth, grown up here for pretty much all my life. Very interesting that I'm here at TCU because I never really thought of coming here, especially being from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Really, my dream was to get out, but ever since I came here, I've loved it, and it's just like, okay, I love it here. Let's stay here.
Interesting. And then you said you're a marketing major.
Yeah, marketing major. I pretty much went marketing. One, I came to college knowing that whatever I learn here is what I'm going to apply to my business, not necessarily a job.
Right.
So I was like, the biggest thing I feel like for me, I'm a good numbers person. I'm a good, speaking person, I feel like. Yeah. But how can I reach other people?
And so I know that you work with TCU's sports marketing program, or like their department. What's that been like?
It's been cool. The most experience I've gotten from sports marketing kind of shows how sports marketing ties into like the game day stuff, like for example, volleyball or basketball. You wouldn't think that like the halftime show is sports marketing, but that's a way of still promoting. And so you wouldn't
crazy.
think about it, but it is. So it's still trying to promote whatever, if you're doing a partnership, if you're doing the promotion or whatever, you're still promoting it and still marketing it, so it's just a lot of different parts to it. So I pretty much enjoyed my time.
And so how do you feel like you working in that department's kind of helped you with what you're learning now within classes, and then kind of in your other adventures, like what you want to do in the future?
The stuff that we do just ties into the customer experience, at least. When they're coming to a TCU game, because then that's part of marketing as well. The experience of coming to a TCU game and sitting there between the stands, being purple or whatever. That's all part of how we still promoting TCU's brand.
It's interesting that you bring that up. So like on this podcast, we always talk about like NIL, because we rely on student athletes a lot, and we'll talk about how sometimes like we're the brand, so we have to market ourselves, and so we're always encouraging, make sure you pick a brand that aligns with your values and stuff. But the thing that always is like that obstacle is making sure we're like not only like, okay, we can represent the brand, but how do we get our followers, because we're usually like using social media to market ourselves, like how do we get our followers to engage and actually interact with the brand as ambassadors? Again,
research and talking to people, because you can't make an assumption and 5 people like this, so I'm going to do it this way, because the 6th person might be the most important person in this whole thing. Even though everybody's important, but 6th person might do the most what you're trying to get to.
So you're an entrepreneur yourself. So that's the main reason why we got you here, is you're an entrepreneur. We said that at the beginning of the podcast, and today we are wearing Alex's brand. So I've got the Good Origin shorts and I've got the Good Origin shirt. Alex, kind of tell them a little bit what you like, kind of tell them what you're wearing.
The first drop or first set was basically the basics. I call it the basics t-shirts. Just basically where we start at, just with the brand. Same thing with the shorts, has my brand on it, and the very elaborate and good logo that pretty much represents it.
And then we
pretty much everything I mean about the brand.
We've got hats today.
Yes.
Which, this is so cool. So it says, remember to smile, and then it's got the Good Origins logo and go. Oh, is it go for Good Origins?
Good Origins, yeah.
Oh, okay, so both logos, and then we have Good Origins on the front. This is dope. And is this part of your latest drop?
No, that black one is.
That one?
This is, same thing. Got the brand name, my logo on the side. Remember to smile, because that's what we're all about. And
is that your slogan?
Yeah.
Dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And my brand again.
So kind of tell me about your journey of like making Good Origins, because I'm a big fan of it. Like I'm gonna rep it heavy every single time. So like tell me like what it was like to get here, like how you thought of this, like walk me through the whole process.
So as you might have known, I started off with the other brand. My freshman year, I'm a junior now, if I didn't say that already. But my freshman year I started off with another brand. I called it Blacklist. That was really just trying to make money. I'm broke. I just want to make
college
money.
Troubles.
Yeah.
Listen, being in college is hard, you guys. We're broke. You do everything you can to make money.
So I came out with my first drop with that, and it was okay. I look back at it now and I'm like, I should have never done that. But came out with it. It was cool. Then I had a second one in the works, and I really just kind of looked at it and I was like, this is not what I want to give to the world. Like this is like copy, you know.
It wasn't unique.
Yeah, it was just like a regular brand. Like there was nothing different. So I just deleted everything. Just really thought, okay, kind of I wanted to have my own business, and I really love clothes.
Alex is very stylish. One thing she can put on the fit.
I really love clothes. Really love clothes. So I was like, okay, I know I do want to make a clothing brand, even though it's so, I feel like, common now, but I do want to make a clothing brand. So how can I give what I believe to the world in the same time of having a clothing brand? So took all of sophomore year to figure out something to do with a new brand name, new look, new clothes, new everything.
Wow. And so you took the whole sophomore year to really like just take time and really plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because with the one before that, it was literally like on a Monday I was like, I want to make a clothing brand, and Friday I had a name drop. It was rushed. Yeah, it was no time into it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I took the whole sophomore year, April. I was like, okay, I know this is what I want the name to be. Let me start coming out with the logo, because my other brand, I didn't have a logo.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, came up with the logo. And I think I planned out 4 drops. So what am I going to do for the next 4 drops? Come on, marketing.
Listen, that degree going to do something for you, all right?
July came out with my first drop, went good, and sent it off, and yeah, everything's just rolling since then.
I don't know if I've ever told you this. I first discovered Good Origins, I was on TikTok scrolling one time. And I was like, yo, who's this t-shirt? I was like, this is kind of dope. And I think I remember I reached out to you and I was like, yo, like, this brand is dope. What I like what you said is that you were okay with starting over. You started over twice. Like, it was difficult. And I think sometimes, especially with our age now and how social media like portrays being an entrepreneur, everybody makes it seem like if you just have that one good idea, boom, it's going to happen. And nobody talks about the fact that sometimes you gotta throw a whole brand away. And
I thought I was one of those that thought, okay, you have one good idea and it'll take off.
Right.
And it didn't take off. And as it shouldn't have, because there's nothing behind that. And I was kind of prepared in a way to be ready to scrap this one if I had to. Yeah, because I was like, it's trial and error. But I learned how to make this one, and I was like, okay, yeah. Because I really feel like this brand was given to me, not my idea. I really feel like it was Guy's idea.
Amen.
So that's why I'm like, look, that's why I say, I'm like, hey, this is, you know, even though I am the owner of this brand, I'm not the owner of the brand. I just run it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm about to tear up. Wow. Hey. It speaks a lot to the fact that how resilient you were willing to be, and how much like determination you have. Because even you said you were ready to scrap this, and I don't doubt that if you did, there's another brand you're going to come up with, and after that you'll keep going. And I feel like that's the mindset that we really need people to have nowadays. It's like, even if it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, keep trying. I always like, it's like sometimes, I know this doesn't really like make sense, but like when it comes to running, I always tell people I'm gonna run until my legs can't run no more, and then I'll find something else. And I think that's the mindset we need to have. Work hard until something finally says, okay, like it's time to move on. That's awesome. So with the things that you've accomplished so far, what is like some of the biggest challenges you notice with running a brand?
Time. Especially being a college student, I have no time, and it's like I have to force myself to take time for this brand that I've been given. Because again, if I don't take time for it, there's nobody else going to take care of it. Nobody else is going to figure out anything for it. So
and you're running this by yourself. Like there's nobody else. It's just you.
Me.
This is dope. That's crazy.
So I'm like, that's probably been the biggest thing, is taking time and managing my time. Because I've been taking the time, but it's like, okay, how can I balance work, my brand, and school? So
that's really cool. And so being a Black entrepreneur, you know, we see the campaign support Black businesses. As you really seen a great support from the Black community and like Black business, like supporting your Black business? Have you seen maybe a struggle? Like, what's that been like?
I have seen a great deal of support from our community. But it is a struggle because, again, oftentimes minorities, we're not saying everybody's just giving everything, but we don't have as many connections, we don't have as many resources as others might. And so that's been my biggest thing of, okay, how can I find funding? How can I find connections where I can talk, you know, to people who promote it? For the most part, it's been a great deal of support from everyone. I'm very thankful for everyone. That's great. Because they've just been very, very supportive.
And I mean, I remember seeing you, I don't know what the event was. It was almost like a vendor fair that TC was having. I mean, I got to stop and I remember watching people just come up to your table and I saw somebody buy something. And I know that if I was feeling like, okay, that's amazing, I know that could just only feel so great for you.
It was great because I honestly thought that nobody was going to buy anything. I was like, okay, this is a time for me to promote. Like even when I reached out to the man who was over, I was like, I don't think I'll be able to sell anything, but this is just for time for people to know my name. Because actually, little side note.
Come on.
Over the summer, like when I first came out of my brand, when I first came out of my drop,
Yeah.
first thing I did was go out to the mall and stand out there for like 2 hours trying to talk to
you.
I
really?
did. I really did, and of course they didn't buy anything. I had like maybe 5 people follow me for 2 hours, but that's okay. I'm cool with that.
Alex, you're probably one of the most like hardworking people I know, and I just love that people are now getting to hear this about you. Because I would have never thought that you wanted this brand to go so far. You were willing to sit out in front of the mall.
I did. I sat right in front of Hewlett Mall by BJ's, trying to tell people like, hey, like, just
Did you
follow
have a
me.
table? Like,
I didn't. I bought the 2 shirts and I sat out there and I laid them over the little thing, and I was like, hey, like, can I talk to y'all? Like, I just trying to get my name out there.
Like as people were walking by.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, no, thank you. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just wanting to tell you a little bit about me.
Wow.
And so yeah, for about 2 hours during this, it was so hot. But I was like, hey, like, I could do Instagram marketing, I could do TikTok marketing, I can go pay for marketing campaigns. But at the end of the day, I know what's best for me is talking to people. Right. Because like
you're great at talking to people, yeah.
So I'm great at promoting myself in person. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be my strong suit to go talk to people and tell them about me. So
that is insane, because again, many entrepreneurs nowadays they just want it given to them. It's like they have this idea that it's like boom, one day one product goes viral, everybody's buying it. Like the next thing you know, we all Kendra Scott, we're all Kate Spade. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't always work that way. And so for you to be actually willing to do that, because that was kind of my next question, like what have you done to launch your brand? You were willing to go sit out and literally promote. And see, but that speaks to a lot. And I love that you found what part of your skills that you have that are the strongest. Your communication, you're really good at like interpersonal skills. You can talk to anybody, and because of that, like, you'd rather sit in front of somebody. That's dope. So what is some advice that you would give to like young entrepreneurs starting up?
Don't be afraid to step out on faith. A lot of people, they're like, oh, these ideas seem crazy. Oh, these, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't have time to do that. But at the end of the day, like, there's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you but you. There's no ceiling, there's no wall, there's no anything. The only limitation is you. So put yourself behind you and just walk forward. Just keep going.
That's a word. Y'all need to listen to that. That's a word. Put yourself behind you. So can we get a little insight on your next drop, on like what the next plan of the project is? Like what's in the works right now? It's in the works.
It's in the works. It's almost there. It's gonna include that hat, the blue one. But
so we can do a little.
And for the ones who did come, if they were watching this, they did come to the pop-up shop. There'll be those sweatpants as well. But I do plan on coming out with 2 more things along with that. So it will be a full drop, and it'll have options versus just t-shirt and shorts. You'll have a little bit of.
So I'm excited. Listen, I'm a subscriber to both the website and the Instagram and all the social medias. So I know I got small little discount codes that I come out slightly because I'm a loyal subscriber. Y'all should be too. So I'm gonna just do my little plug right now.
Go follow. It's goodorigins.us. Actually, everything is goodorigins.us. The website is, the TikTok is, the Instagram is, everything goodorigins.us.
Let's take a little shift. So we talked about all your tenacity and all your diligence that you've done to put into Good Origins and make it a brand. Now I kind of want to look at like some of your philanthropic things you've done. This past summer, you worked for the Accelerated Career Awareness Program, also known as ACAP, that's through the Neeley School of Business. Kind of tell us like what ACAP is, like, and what you did.
So ACAP is basically a program through NABA, which is National Association of Black Accountants, that basically reaches out to students, high school students that are interested in business, and prepares them, kind of shows them different careers in business and different resources they could use to kind of better their knowledge in business and kind of push that interest a little bit.
So this program is like a week long, right?
Yeah.
And you stay at TCU, you're staying in the dorm, so it really kind of gives like those high school students almost that college experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got to talk to different professionals there. Just about careers in business, learn more about careers in business. It was a really, really good opportunity for them. And again, they had fun, made friends. Also working on this project, and it's one thing. I think the part that kind of kept them driven was the competition part of it, because it's it's like a sales pitch. Like, you're talking to real investors. It's they're not investing in the product, of course, but it's almost as if they were.
Okay.
And so you're talking.
So is it almost like a Shark Tank type thing?
Yeah, exactly what it is.
if you're a high school student watching, definitely go look into the ACAP program. I encourage y'all to see what it's like. If you want to go into business, literally look into it. Like Alex said, like it clearly has all these benefits. It allows you to experience things you never experienced, and you get that college experience, and you make new friends. So something we always like to ask our guests on the podcast is, what does an MVP mindset mean to you?
You'd ask yourself, how can I bring the most value with what I'm given? We all specialize in something, like in this world, whatever it is. And so when you are willing to kind of share those specialties and those gifts that you have with others, because we all will benefit from them, regardless of what it is. You know, putting yourself second, which is not in a bad way. Using your value to help others.
Service others, yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
That's dope. Alex, thank you so much for coming on. I enjoyed our conversation. I can't wait to see what you do in the next couple of years and like where your brand is going. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, if you like what we're wearing and you want your very own Good Origins apparel, don't forget to go on goodorigins.us and get you some good clothes. Support the business, y'all.
And be on the lookout for all of the new stuff that's coming out here soon.
With that, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when we're always posting.
And always remember to smile.
Bye, guys.
Bye.